people, welcome back to my channel. Somehow I managed to get sick, which is very weird because it's not even that cold, so very surprising. And anyways, couldn't be bothered to record in my studio, so Fedya and I are gonna create this beautiful makeup for you. It's quick, it's easy, you don't need a lot of products, you don't need a lot of time. This is for those of you who want to look good when you don't feel good, if you have to meet someone, but you're a little bit sick, if you have been crying but you don't want anyone to know. I wanted to thank you for liking, for subscribing, it means the world to me. If you do want to know how I created this simple look, please keep on watching. Okay, my beautiful people, let's just start. As I mentioned, this is the look for someone who has no time to do makeup, but you gotta look presentable, you gotta look like you are okay, healthy, not being crying, not being sick and sneezing all the time. Literally 5-minute makeup just to make you feel a little bit better about yourself, even though you don't want to do anything with your face, your hair, or whatsoever. I am going to start this makeup by spraying myself with Caudalie Beauty Elixir Smoothing Glowing Complexion, just to freshen up our skin. Another thing I want to say, if you've been sick, because we take lots of medicine and you're staying inside, make sure to drink lots of water, hydrate your skin, hydrate your lips, so in order to get this healthy look from within. So this is really going to help your overall appearance. Okay, so we just sprayed ourselves just to give us a little bit of freshness. You can use, if you feel like your moisturizer has been a little bit heavy, you can use blotting tissue just to pat the excess oil. I am not going to be using any foundation, just a concealer where I need it. I will be using my YSL concealer. And with a brush, I am just going to apply it wherever I need a little bit of coverage. So under my eyes, just because, the blueness, the tiredness, and, all that. So just under the eyes. In between the eyebrows. A little bit around the nose if you've been sneezing a lot and blowing on your nose. Make sure to cover it, but before that, make sure that you moisturize again, because if you're gonna cover dry, if you're gonna cover areas that are dry with concealer, you're gonna make them look even drier, so they're gonna look very patchy. So I can't stress enough how important it is to moisturize. Under the eyes. Whatever is left on the brush you can take down if you have a little bit of extra redness. I tend to take it down a little bit down my cheeks. With whatever is left on the brush, I take it across the eye, because I don't want to cover everything. I just, I want to kind of create an even tone without creating one, if that makes sense. Just, even out it a little bit. Because it's not a full-on makeup, it's just, perfecting ourselves just a little bit. Definitely cover any spots that you might have. This is it. I'm not going to even do more. Another good trick to keep in mind, everything that is reflective is going to look better. It's going to bring more glow, more youthfulness. So try to use products that have a little bit of reflective particles. Something like Hourglass palette, like this, the ambient palette. This is amazing because you can use it as a highlight, a bronzer, powder, or mix them all together. I'm going to be applying this color as my powder, just a little bit under my eyes. Because if you're going to get a matte powder, you might appear flat, and this is definitely not the look that we are going for. We want this glowy complexion without trying too hard. We just want to look healthy. Okay. For the eyes, it's going to be very simple. You definitely need to have a pencil that is a very light color. So it has to be either something pale yellow, nude, beigey, kind of a little bit pale, like skin color, flesh toned. I have this pencil from MAC. It's called Pale Yellow. And I'm just going to apply it inside my waterline, on my bottom waterline. This will help our eyes look bigger, brighter and more open. And it's going to create this overall healthy look. It's going to open them up right away. Whenever I want something super fast, I tend to use cream. So I have this pencil that's these are eyeshadows. They come in a stick, two-sided, dark matte brown and a very beautiful golden champagne color. So I'm going to just take it all across my eyelid. And I'm going to blend it with my finger. Because this look has to be super fast. You should be able to do it on the go, in the car, whatever, in 5 minutes if you have guests coming in. It doesn't matter. This is something that doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be there. A little bit inside the corners of my eye to open up our eyes even more. Blend everything. You can leave it just like that with a little bit of mascara, or if you want to do a tiny little extra, get a brown pencil, nothing harsh, so no grays, no blacks, no blues, something very neutral, something that is kind of brown, probably with gold particles, whatever you feel like something light colored. Browns always do a really good job, so I'm getting a brown pencil with a little bit of golden reflective particles in it, and I'm just gonna try and create a tiny little flick right in the corners, right in the outside corner, just a little bit. And same thing with the other eye. And blend it with my finger. In case you're wondering who's snoring, if you hear that, because I'm not sure if you are, it's my dog. I'll introduce you later. Okay, just for the corners, a little bit. And you definitely want to curl your eyelashes to open up your eyes even more. So curl your lashes, apply mascara. One eye. And the other eye. For mascara, you can go for something lengthening or curling. I wouldn't do crazy clumpy lashes just because it's going to feel out of place, even this is your normal look that you are used to. Do something lighter just to give your eyelashes a little bit of color rather than giving them, you know, too much volume and length and everything. So we're not going for the false eyelashes look. We just want to bring a little bit of color to our eyelashes. So apply mascara. It could be even your regular mascara that you normally use. It's just don't be heavy-handed, just, you know, light touches. Other eye. How are you doing, man? Feeling okay? Lifestyle? Bottom lashes, same mascara. This look kind of reminds, it's not even a look, but look, okay. Kind of reminds me of a glowy baby doll face. If you feel that while you were working on your eyes, your pencil transferred a little bit, make sure to add a little bit more on the bottom waterline. But if you feel that you need more definition, and if you did decide to use a brown pencil, make sure to put a little bit right here in the corner of your eye, on the top waterline, just in the corners, to give your eyes more depth and definition. A little bit. It's pretty much it, guys. We're definitely going to use some blush because we want to bring a little bit more color to your face. I'm going to be using NARS Orgasm because I kind of feel that it's a perfect bright pinky blush with a little bit of gold particles to give a little bit of sheen. Apply it on the apples of your cheeks, a little bit on the bridge of your nose to give this even more youthful look. Whatever's left on the brush, on the temples, on the chin, just to bring everything together. Don't apply extra product. Whatever's left on your brush, make sure to swoosh here and there. And definitely do your eyebrows, because eyebrows are the frame of our face. That's what I always want to call them, because they're framing our face and they're so important. If you are blessed with gorgeous brows, just make sure to brush them through with a brow gel. If you do have sparse eyebrows like me, make sure to fill them in a little bit. They don't have to be perfect, they just have to be there and very groomed. That's what I did off camera. Okay. And we are pretty much done. For the lips, you can use clear gel. You can use regular tinted lip balm, lip gloss, whatever you are comfortable with. If your lips are chapped, make sure to moisturize them beforehand. My lips are pretty much okay-ish. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner because I'm in the mood for something pinky. And I'm not even lining them. I'm just, making them a little bit fuller, no harsh lines, or blending everything right away. Just to give them a little bit more color. Kind of want to have a little bit of fuller pout with this. So I'm very lightly lining my lips. Kind of overlining them, but not going crazy. And blending everything so it would appear seamless, because I just wanted to give my lips a little bit more color rather than giving them full-on makeover. I will use a little bit from the same palette, from the Hourglass palette. I will use a little bit of this bronzer color. This is why I love having palettes, because they're so versatile. Just a little bit underneath the cheekbone. It's very light. It's hardly there, but it is a gorgeous color. So I'm not even doing any shading or anything, just a little bit here and there. And from the same palette with the lighter color, I am just going to give myself, with the same brush, I'll give myself a little bit of highlight. Top of the cheekbones, bridge of the nose, whatever's left on the temples, and Cupid's bow. I want to do one thing. I want to do lip gloss. I'll be right back. For the lip gloss, I have this Lancome Gloss and Love Volumizer. Pretty sure it's the same thing as Dior. Is it Plump and Volume? Or Volumizer? Maximizer? Something like that. Pretty much the same thing. It was just applied all over my lips. So they would be fuller, plumper, and they would look more hydrated. And this is it. It's super quick and super easy, but this is gonna definitely make you feel better. You are gonna appear rested, that you feel well, and in general, good health. So please stay healthy, which is very important. Stay gorgeous, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.